What about you? Your lawn might look great now, but autumn can quietly wreck it. So if you don't act now, you might regret later.
Stick around and we'll show you what you need to do before winter hits in so you don't have to start fresh next year.
Welcome back to the future. This is a new one for us. Why is that, Jason?
We filmed a video on how to thicken up your lawn earlier this year here.
And it's going to be out next year.
Yes.
This year, for any of our regulars watching, you'll have seen that we were posting videos in February from onwards. We don't start seeding here in Belfast till late April, early May.
Yep.
So loads of people in those videos were asking us, how do those lawns turn out? Now I'm going to say this video was also filmed in a really contentious garden, but more on that shortly. So this hedge, it nearly broke my Facebook account. Anybody that follows me on Facebook, you might have seen a reel where we cut this hedge earlier on in the year and we didn't top it, and loads of people were slagging me off, and I even did a follow-up reel to explain why we didn't do it. We're going to try and top it, and then we're going to get into the autumn lawn care tips. So I know that there's a lot of professional gardeners follow me, and I know a lot of you will be saying, Robbie, that's not a high hedge, but it is for us. We don't do high hedges anymore. I actually gave all my hedges away years ago because I fell out of my loft. Now, that's a totally different story. It's a bit of a long one. But anyway, I fell out of my loft and I totally done my back in. So these days, I don't do high hedges. We normally wouldn't do a hedge that size. And this winter, I just had a chat with a customer and we're going to reduce the hedge down to a much more manageable height. So look what that cut through. We are going to reduce the hedge down, so I don't want to do too much. I'm going to give a wee shout out to the mower, because we were mulching the stuff there and it does a really good job at mulching it down. It saves taking away an awful lot of waste. It pays to have a mulching blade and a cutting blade. So we'll just swap them over.
Don't forget, in the autumn, raise your height of cut.
So the reason why we raise the height of cut in the autumn is because the sun is lower in the sky, and your grass makes and stores this energy in a blade of grass. Now, talk about this in a lot of my videos. Let's say my arm is a blade of grass. Well, whenever you take off too much, then you're taking off its ability to make and store that energy as the sun gets lower down in the sky. I always get a world of hate, especially on Instagram and Facebook, whenever I post about mulching. Now you can see there that that grass is fine. We mulched this hedge last time after cutting it, and the lawn's 100% fine afterwards. Mulch it, blow it, tidy it up. So our next task is we're going to do some light verticutting. We're not going to go in for a heavy scarify because the lawn doesn't need it. We just want to take out some of that top growth. So you can see our usual thatch. There's no moss, but this is just going to really help the lawn over the winter time. was planning on showing you the edger next, but this isn't too bad along here. So come on, we'll go into the front garden and do some edging there. I know a lot of folks will use a strimmer, but you can never ever get it as clean as you can if you're using either an edging iron or like that little edger from Crest. As you can see, it's doing a fantastic job. Our next task is to repair these dog pee patches. I've got to hold my hands up to something. I actually forgot to rake this morning. It's really important with these patches that you break up the soil underneath to try and break up the dog pee and the urea. So for anyone that's new to the channel, the regulars hear me talk about dog pee all the time. I have a lot of videos on them, so I'll drop a link down in the video description on how to, on a deeper thing in this. But what we want to do is break up the surface a bit, just sort of to scratch it. Now I did forget my rake this morning, so I'm going to use the Verticutting. Now I just want a quick mention, there's a custom cartridge in the bottom. That's not a scarifying cartridge, that's a Verticutting cartridge, which it's a wee bit different, so it might not do what we want because it's not really designed to dig into the soil. This did an okay job of it. Really should be scraping these out with like a springtime rake or breaking the soil up with a spade or something. But at the minute it's trying to rain, so we need to just crack on with the video. If you just threw grass seed down there, chances are it wouldn't work. So this is just a little method that we use. We'll put some seed in the bottom of the bucket, and then we'll put in some soil, and then we'll mix it through. We shut out the Boston seeds, and then some soil. And then we'll throw another handful of seed in for good luck. So whenever you do this, it actually pulls the seed up from the bottom. So this is a really quick way to fix holes in your lawn. Does seed grow in October? And the further we get into October, then the harder it is to grow seed in October. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't grow seed in October. Last year on the test patch, we grew seed in December, but the key thing was we covered it. At the minute it's pretty mild. Next week it's going to be mild. I think this will grow no problem, but if you were going to hit a cold spell, then what you could do is those wee small areas or even your larger area, just cover with some of the horticultural fleece. Towards the end of October, November, December is when you'd want to use the fleece. So this is our autumn lawn builder. Any lawns are still going to benefit from a feed as long as the soil temperature is 8 degrees or above. The grass is going to grow. So the last piece of the puzzle is some seaweed and some iron, the green shot iron. I'm not going to go on with the green shot iron today as we're feeding the lawn, and there's no need. We don't want to give the lawn any more than it needs. So today we're going to be putting on some seaweed, because whenever we use seaweed, we're not just feeding the lawn, we're also feeding the soil.